Hi everyone, welcome. Today I have a new box to show you. For a little while I've been looking for a box which was either like candles or wax melts because I go through them way too quickly and I love to have them, but I kind of couldn't find one that I thought was going to be right for me. I like more like musky scents as opposed to like florals or fruity flavours, and I think I found one which is going to suit my musky needs. And I'm very excited to see what's inside. I've not seen anybody else open it. I've never had it before, so it's a complete surprise for me. So I'm really looking forward to just diving straight in. And it is this box here, which is the wax melt only edition of the Ghost Family Horns or Ghost Family Flame. They seem to switch between names. Their box, and it worked out as £18.60 for me. And that was £15.50 and then like the tax, shipping, whatever fees to wherever you are. So I'll put their links and everything down below, so if you are interested you can have a look. But as I was looking for a while, I thought it might be interesting for other people if you're also looking to maybe buy into a wax melt subscription to see what was inside this one, because it sounds very interesting. But without further ado, let me cease all of my waffling. Let's just dive in and see what they have for us. So it's just like a little mailing box, and then on top it looks like it's going to be an autumny box. And it already smells kind of autumny. So we've got just some cute little autumn leaves on top. Then we have a sticker, I think. Yeah, a sticker, which is Magic Season, and it has some of these nice illustrations. That's one thing I'm expecting with this box, is all these nice little sort of witchy illustrations. If you check out their website, they have a very like particular aesthetic, which is this kind of like Victorian witchy kind of, I don't really know how to describe it, it's very specific to them, but it's lots of these sort of witchy ladies in it. So we've got that. We've then got all of our wax melts are just like in tissue paper here. And it says Botany, Apothecary and Magic. All things I like. Now all the wax melts will look the same. I'm expecting they'll be like, if you order off their website, they're just like little butter pats wrapped in like Beetlejuice tissue paper. Yeah, ooh, there's so many of them. Okay, so we've got all of them here. So the scents we have got today are Moonless Night, Earth and Bones, Morning Dew, the Embers, Three Faces, the Eight-Legged Weavers, Golden Hour, Turning a Leaf, Divinate, the Dead Collector, The Last Corn Falls, and Flannel and Leaves, which definitely sounds autumny. So let's see if underneath there is a thing describing the scents for us, otherwise you're going to have to rely on my not so good descriptions. Let's have a look what's underneath them. Okay, so first of all it looks like we've got a little bookmark, just like a little cardboard one with like a tassel. And their actual scent list is on some very fancy paper. Oh, we've got a scary lady in the middle as well. So again, this is their, like I say, their very sort of unique artwork style. This is a sort of crony lady with some mushrooms growing out of her head. So that's quite nice. On the back it says, Demeter's conquest of nightfall, Summer's collapses, I'll not be able to read properly today, am I? Summer's collapses under growth of bracken, shadows stand tall as such as do bodies that age over the passing circle of seasons. Demeter in throes of ember, lit leaves and golden setting skies, calls for this. As if both Edgar and Virginia were the cloaks that dampened the hum of beetle wings and silenced the choir of larks. An ode of these escapable grey days and the last corn falls an entire way. It is as if we can only take our 2 feet and jump the besom to see why we hunger for our emergence upon this turning circle. So I'm not sure if that is a passage from a larger book or poem or something, but it's just like accompanies the artwork that we've got for this month. I would imagine with their brand that you do get artwork with every box that you get from them, because it's very intertwined. And then their actual scent list is on this very fancy paper, which again has got more of their design on it. So let's get to the fun bit and start going through what fancy scents we've got. So looking at this, it doesn't actually tell you like the scent notes of them, which I prefer if it did, just because I can never ever tell. Like literally you could tell me on the packaging this is supposed to smell this and I'd sniff it and go, oh that's really familiar, and not be able to figure out what it is. So I do kind of wish they put a little bit of information on there of like just a couple of the notes, but I do like the fanciness of the list. Let me just have a quick look at some that sound interesting. So we've got this one here, is the Dead Collector, and this is when you all find out I need glasses. We become, with these bones, the dead collectors, finding remains of a year we spent, artefacts that mark our time spent under the light of the sun in hope that it returns to us. There is rich resinous tone here. Contains little bats. Now, does it actually contain little bats? But either way, I like the sound of a deep resinous tone. So, oh, it's got little bats. It actually has got little bats. I thought these would all look the same. Oh, in that case, that's cute. Look. It's got tiny little bats in it. And I think they're little hollow bats as well. They're just like little glitters, like Preston, I think. Now, the ones on the bottom you can see they're a little bit shimmery. But yeah, there's actual little bats in there. I wasn't expecting that. Are there any others with funny things? Well, it looks like there might be one with something else embedded as well. I didn't even sniff it. I got excited by the bats and didn't want to sniff it. Again, smells really familiar. Can't think what it is. Is it? I want to say it's got a bit of like amber. Can't think. It smells like fancy soap. Take that as you will. Let me have a look at this other one. See, this is the problem with these fancy little wrappings as well, is that I'm too clumsy to be able to wrap them back up all neat. So like, shove it. Now, there's another one that sounds fancy. The Last Corn Falls. Gesture of farewell to the dear friend of the summer as we raise our strength to the skies and last corn falls. In confident ode to the darkness, here we see the sweetness and let the warmth into our homes. And it says, this one's got little things in it as well. Okay. Yeah, and this one is very autumnal. It's got pretty leaves on it. This one's definitely an autumn scent, 100%. And it's made to look the part. That is like a full-on, slightly spiced autumny smell. All comfort and spice. That's cute that some of them have got little bits of glitter and stuff in, just to make them a bit different. I thought they'd all be exactly the same. For the others, I'll just quickly run through the list and say what I think they smell of, which might be wrong. There's quite a few of them, so I won't talk too much about them. We'll start at the top, which is one called the Embers. Okay, so that to me is definitely a citrus one. The Golden Hour is a very like warm, autumny, like popcorny smell. I want to say it's like popcorn and maybe like a bit of like amber or something. Morning Dew. This is definitely like a more green smell. Something green with maybe just a hint of like lemon. The Eight-Legged Weavers. It smells like fabric conditioner, which I guess the fancy way of saying that is like linen, and I think there's jasmine in there. Flannel and Leaves. That's apple, definitely. Divinate. Lemon spice, baking type smell. Turning a Leaf. I want to say there's maybe a little bit of vanilla. It's kind of like a marshmallowy. Earth and Bones. That is pine trees and roaring fires. Three Faces. That's definitely more floral. It smells a bit like a bath bomb, if that makes sense to anybody. Like kind of floral, but with like a little bit of acidity behind it. Last of all, we have a Moonless Night. And I have no idea what that smell is. Again, I think it's floral. The flower that comes to mind is violet, but I don't think that that's right. It does smell really nice, and I think it will smell really nice when it's burning. So that is all the ones which are on our list, and I now have a mess of tissue paper to try and get them all back nice and neatly in the box. That was my first box from the Ghost Family Flame. Very excited to have some more fancy wax melts. Mine ran out at the beginning of this week, so it arrived at the perfect time. I really like that there's a nice big box of them. There's quite a few different smells to get through there. I really like their artwork style, which is part of the reason why I got their box. So I like all the, the fancy list of names and all the little bits of artwork in there. I do wish that they put a bit more information about like the notes in the wax, just because I'm useless and I cannot tell and I need people to help me. But other than that, I really liked it. Like I said, I really like their style, and their scents always, like, they're very different. They're not just all kind of the same as you would get from other brands. So I'm looking forward to getting it again next month. I can guarantee you that big box of fancy wax melts will not last me a month. So I will definitely be back with next month's one. I have no idea if this was an interesting video to watch or not, because obviously a lot of what's in that box all looks the same. But I thought that if you're like me and you've kind of been looking for a box that gives you like home fragrance stuff, you might just be interested to see what's inside them. So I'll definitely show off the next sort of few that I get, and then if you like it, I'll keep on doing it. If not, I won't, because like I said, I don't know how interesting it is when they all kind of look the same, and I'm useless at describing the flavours of things. So thank you for watching this one anyway, and obviously do let me know if you did like it, or if this is a box that you've been kind of interested in and wanted to see inside of. But like I said, I'll definitely be back with next month's one next month. So if you do want to see that, do stick around. But in the meantime, I will hopefully see you all soon. Bye everyone!